Welcome back. Now only on News 5, the towering beauty and the vast and varied locales sprinkled across Colorado and the mountainous West serve as inspiration for many creative types. But one Colorado artist for about a decade now has taken that inspiration to the next level. As John McMichael reports, Beatnik Prince uses topographic maps as a blueprint to create fascinating three-dimensional vistas that reflect the natural world to us in a bold and colorful new way.
If you were going to explain your art form, how would that sound?
The simplest way to describe it is I take slices of different things in nature, and that's how I recreate 3D sculptures.
This is Christopher Warren, and his art driven by laser cutting, layer assembly, and plenty of time spent pasting.
It's all basically cutting one sheet at a time and then putting it together.
Often starts with a topo map.
We've all seen topographic maps where it slices parallel to the horizon. So that gave me that method.
It's art that feels, at least at assembly, a lot like putting together a puzzle.
Because it's finding weird shapes in a big array of weird shapes. I'm like, I need this weird shape and it goes here. But yeah, it's fun, meditative work.
But let's backtrack. How, or maybe even more relevant to this story, where did all of this begin?
I was born and raised in Durango, Colorado, which is a great mix of mountains, and then you have the desert right there. So I was growing up in these landscapes of enormous scale.
Enormous scale that inspired some degree of wonder and a need to explore.
It is a constant exploration of, well, let's see how far I can take this. Let's see what this can turn into. And I can easily see that can come from my life growing up in the mountains in the desert and exploring and just see, let's see what's down this canyon. Let's see what's up this creek. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can find.
Years later, in college at CU Boulder, a campus library's distribution of expired United States Geological Survey maps set Christopher down the path he's on now.
And I'd always thought it would look cool to color in the lines of a topo map. So that's exactly what I did.
From there, Warren tapped into the topographical database curated by the USGS to craft all kinds of intricate locales, rendered painstakingly in miniature.
And then it was finding that makerspace where I could run my own laser cutter to create these layers. It started with paper and then mat board and then wood that really helped push it into the fine art.
It's art that works to highlight the contrast of natural features in a certain space and maybe help us see our surroundings differently.
I feel that's what I'm doing a lot of time with the maps. It's just like, oh, this is neat. I think you would think this is neat too.
And hopefully that'll drive someone's imagination to a new place.
The whole concept of using maps as an art leaping point, I hope people see it and say, oh, anything can be art.
In Littleton, John McMichael, News 5.
The exhibit that John just showed us is located at the museum in Littleton, but it comes down on May the 11th. However, Warren regularly displays his work at the Walker Fine Art in Denver. To find out more, just visit his website, beatnikprince.com.